Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm Knight of Squires and this is Warhammer Total War 2. As always, if this is your first time joining me, welcome. If not, welcome back. So, at the end of last session, we conquered the city of Talaxla. Over here, we had Mazdamundi is having a float about up in this area, trying to kind of menace our cities. I think he's going to take the Shrine of Sotek. I'm not going to lie to you all, I don't care. The garrison here is 5 units. It's almost certainly going to fall to this huge 17 stack army that Mazdamundi has here, including his ridiculous magics that he has. He has the Scroll of Power, he has a Luckstone, the glittering scales, and a fencer's blades. So as I say, I'm not hugely going to attempt to defend the Shrine of Sotek. Panhoax on the other hand is 1 turn away from basic walls and 3 turns away from a town. At the moment, its garrison is 3 units of swordsmen, 3 units of spearmen, and 2 units of crossbowmen plus walls. Once this is built, it gets 2 units of Empire Knights and 2 more units of spearmen, 2 more units of swordsmen, and 2 more units of crossbowmen. That's really nice, along with improved tower projectiles and leadership of +2 when under siege. And also increases the siege holdout time, which is nice. If he wanders around and waits until this is built in 3 turns, I also get a captain, 3 units of halberdiers, 3 units of swordsmen, and another 2 units of crossbowmen, making this a really formidable location to try and remove. So that's going to be what we're aiming for in this region at this point, is to just bunker. All of these have the proper defenses, except for the floating pyramid, as it's in the middle of my territory, so I've not been quite as interested in fortifying that for the moment. What we're going to do from here, however, I think, is we're going to move. I might have to defeat these guys because they're raiding my lands. Holy hellfire, or hellstorm actually, holy hellstorm rocket batteries. That is an awful lot of artillery, some outliners with grenade launchers. I really want this army. I really want these guys to come join me, because holy hellstorm, that looks like fun. You are the most powerful army I've encountered. All existing factions, you are the most powerful. Let me offer you this, and let me give you money. Oh, join war against your demands. Nope, your offers to declare war against Clan Mange. Sure, I will declare war against the Skaven army I can't see. And I will also give you 1,000 gold. How's that? How is that to sweeten the pot?
We cannot.
No, I don't think you can. I don't think you can you? I think that's actively something that you can't do. Let me offer to join your war.
I will not.
Yeah,
obey.
see, you physically won't agree to anything. That's really sad. They're so cool. I love them. I really want them in my life. So my lords haven't moved. With him floating about back and forth up there, I'm gonna send the. I'm gonna scout these armies over into this direction. I think we can afford to come and wander over here. Ah, look at that. Is that a? No, it's an army. Oh, you guys are so cool. I love you guys. Settlement upgrade, Shrine of Sotek. I'm not even going to waste the gold. I'm not. I don't think that's going to survive another turn, so I'm not going to waste the gold on upgrading it. I'm trying to build up a coffer, so I'm actually not going to increase any of the rest of these for the moment. And I'm just going to end the turn there. We'll scooch down to my armies, and I'm going to end the turn. So, as expected, Mazdamundi attacks the Shrine of Sotek by 5 units of 120 dudes up against Blessed Cold One Riders, 3 units of Pterodons with javelins, a blessed pterodon riders with fire leech bowlers, 5 units of Saurus, 5 units of Saurus with spears, and Mazdamundi himself, who has the Sunburst standard of Hexoatl. So, oddly enough, I'm not even gonna waste the time with that. I just wanted to show you all that we are about to lose the spine of Sotek as we expected, and look at that, it's gone. They lost 600. They lost 38 lizards. I'll take that. I'll kill 38 of the damn lizard things, but it does mean that I think we're gonna have to move north with quite some rapidity. So, as it said, we've lost this settlement. Not surprising, but it does mean that my acclaim has gone down slightly. My hostility is still very high, but my acclaim has gone down. But this has now become pretty much a fortress. We've still got 2 turns with this, but the garrison here now is significant. Like, I don't really want to be the dude that tries to come in and kick in this door. Mazdamundi, looking at you. So you can do one. You're not coming through here. The defenses for the Monument of the Moon are also relatively spectacular. Like, that's 4 units of crossbowmen. Like, and they have walls. I'm pretty certain it has walls now. Monument of the Moon. No, it does not have walls. It will do now. I know I said I was saving the gold, but the Monument of the Moon is another frontier province, so this will give the province walls. Adds walls to the settlement, adds a mortar, 2 outriders, 2 halberdiers, and 2 handgunners to the defenders. You're not coming in. You're not. It's just not happening. This is a level 2. At level 3 and 4, it just gets a little bit silly. I'm going to do this. I want everything to defend this area, but I would not be the one who wants to take Padhau after I've done that. So, what we need to decide what we're doing. I think. Can I see what's in Talaxlan? No. I think what we're going to do is we're going to move Marcus to where he can see that. Over here.
Onwards, man.
I need to be able to see Talaxlan. There appears to be no army there. I'm going to force march him. I really need to be able to see it. So,
on the trail.
So there's a large army there. So, he did offer me a peace treaty last turn. So I'm going to offer him the same. And he's agreed to my peace treaty. Mainly, I'm doing this because I want the opportunity and the chance to run this army all the way back up in an attempt, basically, to get up here and reinforce before he arrives, just to really solidify the you're not coming in here. Let's give my warrior priest a barded warhorse, because why not? 5 turns until more supplies arrive. I'll probably stick them in this army, honestly. Oh, we can, in fact, recruit the Sterlin's Revenge, which is a free company militia, that have decent melee combatants, armor piercing, vanguard, fire whilst moving. What is the difference between them and a regular... You're not going to be able to see it, are you?
Marcus,
them and a regular unit of free company militia. So the free company militia don't have armor piercing. That's your big change. They've also got slightly more leadership, melee attack and melee defense, and a slightly higher missile strength, of which a large portion is... See, in this one, they've got 2 armor piercing, which is not great, but they do like 12 missile damage. They're a bit rubbish on that front, but the Sterlin's Revenge, which... No. I mean, we might recruit them. Might not be the worst thing to do, actually. Let's just recruit the Sterlin's Revenge here. Their missile strength is 28, which is significantly larger, and of that, 14 is 14 is armor piercing, which is much, much bigger. They're also immune to psychology, which regular Free Company are not. Regular Free Company are not immune to psychology, which is huge, honestly. They've got Woodsman, so they can pass through trees, which they don't have in this army, because they are not with the Huntsmaster. But they have still got Stalk. Oh, they've got Stalk. Remove hidden in any terrain. They're actually just really, really good. You don't have Stalk. They're really, really good. The Sterling's Revenge, pretty decent unit, from what I can see. So, we're going to... We've spent a lot of our gold this turn. I don't really want to be messing with too much more. I could spend time upgrading these. The High Sentinel, I might... Yeah, see, the High Sentinel hasn't got the barricades. I know I said it was the floating pyramid. It's the High Sentinel that doesn't have it. The 1% increase to corruption that's occurring, I'm not fond of. I might need to change this to lower that a little. I don't know, is there a... I could build one of these. Blacksmiths. I think I've already got a blacksmith. No, I don't have a blacksmith in this region. Might not be a terrible shout. Should probably get one of those built. And a Shrine of Sigmar would also be good. Untainted +6. That's really good. I'm going to move this army in there, so that's going to lower that anyway. So I'm going to skip all these, and then I'm going to end the turn there. So we've had some riots in the Empire. A spate of riots has broken out across the Empire due to recent tax rise. The increase has been introduced as a way to help generate more funds for your expedition and the New World colonies, but is putting a number of people into severe financial hardships. Though there is no real danger of insurrection just yet, you are contacted separately by the electors of Averland, Midland and Stirland, who seek your backing on their chosen course of action. Which suggestion will you support? So these are the same as usual. I can have diverted funds, which will decrease my income from ports. Diverted supplies, which delays them for another 5 turns. I don't think I can afford this, which is good, because I don't really have any interest in pleasing Averland. I'd kind of want to please Midland, which I'm okay with that. Or heightened tensions immediately increase hostility level, which will take us up to here, which would be not ideal. And I don't really have a huge amount of interest in Stirland either. So we're going to increase Midland, our home province, by reducing the taxes to divert funds from the ports. Also, during the pause, Mazdamundi has begun walking over here. He has 1 turn left. I think he's going to prevent me from finishing this, because in his action he's going to start the siege. But I don't think he's going to be able to assault the walls fast enough that my army isn't going to arrive to help save the day. So we're going to attempt to move back. I really don't want to declare war on these guys. They are no longer raiding my territories, so I don't honestly care. I'm going to leave them to it. They are running around causing a nuisance for the lizard men, which I will take. Marcus, I think I'm going to try and loop around and go via the Wellsprings of Eternity and Spectazuma, because those are part of the Pillars of Unseen something? I haven't found this province yet, but once I claim the Wellsprings of Eternity, I should be able to see it, and that will give me another province there. Yeah, I think it's in this section of... It's probably about... Honestly, probably about here-ish, given the size. Monument to Izatol is up there. Could go that way, but I think that mountain pass is just absolutely asking to get stamped on. So I'm not going to go that way just yet. But Boris Hart is going to throw himself up here as fast as he can manage, because I just cannot be dealing with that there. It looks like, unfortunately, my erstwhile allies... Oh no, they took the Ziggurat of Dawn! Oh, they've taken the Ziggurat. They've lost Port Reaver, but they've taken the Ziggurat. Yes. Yes, friends. Yes. I love it. I love it. I'm super excited for this. Okay. Well, we don't need to repair these buildings just yet. I'm going to end the turn there, and I will see what Mazdamundi does in the meantime. Under Morsalib's glare. We get the treasury of minus 1500 to get war fervor, or just risk Morsalib's wrath and do nothing. I can't really afford to be spending this, so we're just going to risk it. Just going to take it. The Rite of Awakening has been performed by Sotek. Now, as expected, Mazdamundi is besieging this, which has paused that just before it finishes, meaning that my final garrison is 5 units of swordsmen, 5 units of spearmen with shields, 4 units of crossbowmen, and 2 units of Empire Knights. This is still a really sizable force. That is a 22 stack. No, that's not 22 at all, Jack. Learn to count. It's a 16 stack of good Empire troops with a wall backing them up. So, and Boris is a mere...
We're there.
Like, he is super close. He is a mere turn away, and they are not going to siege me out in that time. So, that's good to see. We're going to push Mazdamundi out of our lands and tell him to do one.
Let's go.
We're going to march over here into this completely empty province. There is the Pillars of the Unseen Constellation. Might scooch down and grab those first, and then grab that, and then grab that, and go that way. That might be a thing that we do. But again, that is going to be our next turn. I know these have been very quick turns, but we've got to do a lot of moving and not a lot of anything else. Monument of the Moon, you are increasing that. I don't care much past that. So let's end the turn there. Okay, and here we are at this turn. Again, Mazdamundi didn't move, which might not work out too well for him. We should be able to, if I go into a regular movement stance, we should be able to get close enough now to attack him, which should cause him to flee. No, we're not quite close enough to attack, but we are here now where that's just gonna, like, that attack would now fail on his part. I could, in theory, actually attack with the province.
Into battle.
And I am surprised that it is that balanced, honestly. I think that's because we're coming out. So I'm going to decline an attack there and let him... Oh, they've been destroyed. Our allies... Oh, so have Clan Mange. Our allies have been... They've taken back the Ziggurat of Dawn. Our allies have been wiped out. That makes me sad. But, hey-ho. There's not a lot we can do about that. We have also researched grain silos, which has increased our income quite considerably. We'll need a new technology now. Grain silos was good. Colonial factors, income from trade plus 10%. Commodity training. Imperial reinforcements, colonial fort. Assembly line, income from industry. Reload time for artillery units. Reload time for all of those. Mounted weaponry, pistoliers and outriders. Rifled barrels. Rifled barrels is a good one. Missile strength for Free Company militia, crossbowmen, huntsmen, archers and handgunners. We're going to stick that one because that's a 10% increase in all their damage. That's going to be really handy in this fight here. Although this fight here shouldn't last long enough for that. So...
The great outdoors.
That's fine. We're going to let that happen. You are... Yeah.
Huntsman General.
I can't quite... Can I get you into the city? No. But you're close enough...
Leave no one behind.
...that you can
Hunt them
get involved.
Down.
So I'm okay with that. You go over there and get involved.
Marcus.
Can you make it to the Unseen Constellation in just a normal move? No. Therefore, we're going to go into a normal movement.
Yes.
And we're going to jump
Ready
into this
yourselves.
Wellspring of Eternity. Search the ruins. because these are fun. So,
A puzzle of the old ones. Ancient beings the reptiles still claim to serve. Solving this will bestow many great riches upon you. Perhaps the answer has something to do with the rotation of these curious dice.
so this is basically a puzzle for what goes on this side. What goes on this side? It's one of these symbols, and you have to work it out. So I know it's not this one because this one is here. So if the way to work this out is if you count, say, for example, this dinosaur head as the one on a dice. What is this symbol? So we need to know what it is on this side. We know that. We know that it's this is here, so we know it's not this one. And we know that this is here, so it's not this one. We can see that below this dinosaur head is this symbol, which is this one, so it's not that either. And there, rotate round one, is that symbol, so we know it's that. Puzzle successful, gain 1,000 gold, which is always handy. And the Featherfoe Talk, which is basically grounds. I don't know if it grounds them, but it's. Oh no, it gives flying units minus 15 armor and minus 9 melee defense, which is really nice. Thank you very much. That's going to be his job there. We've done that. We can't colonize it yet, so he can just chill there for a little bit. This, I'm relatively confident now, is not a siege he wants. This is not a fight he wants to take.
Huntsman General.
So I'm happy to leave him standing there now. And settlement upgrades available. I'm saving. I don't really want to be doing either of these. So we're going to call that turn there. Oh. So, what race are you? What faction are you? Where did you come from? Extremely hostile. I have no idea where these guys came from. Zlanhuapek came out of nowhere and have taken the Temple of Kara because I'm absolutely not going to win that fight. Although, a decisive defeat, I killed an awful lot of skinks. Like, I killed 700 skinks. That's a lot of skinks. But, he's taken that back. I'm not hugely concerned about that, but I am going to go and take it back off him because how dare he take what is mine.
Your recent inaction has lowered the lizard men's hostility towards you. Should you continue to sit idle, however, the Emperor will send supplies less frequently.
Yeah, so the fact that we haven't attacked the lizard men has meant our hostility has decreased. Also, the Wa succeeded. I assume that was... we've lost our capital, the Temple of Kara. I don't really think I could class that as a capital, but okay. We'll call that what we'll call that.
Marcus Wolfhard.
He's going to colonize this so we can have the Wellspring of Eternity. I don't know why it's immediately selected that province, but Wellspring of Eternity.
Marcus
These guys are going to
Wolfhard.
recover for a few turns. In the meantime, I'm going to pop this guy
Yes.
into encamp stance, sat right here,
Camp and forage.
and stick a few more. Oh, we'll stick some handgun units. Oh, he's got 3 handgun units already. Let's not be silly now. I can take war wagons. I can get some war wagons. We'll grab another mortar. We should probably increase our front line a touch. So we'll stick another unit of spearmen in. Let's grab a war wagon. Why not? Let's grab a war wagon. So those will all recruit and make this even harder for Mazdamundi to fight I'm really not that concerned about him.
More like these.
Hertwig von Hall gets 1 point, so he can have the silver bullets to give him the final missile strength, which is real nice. Does anybody else have a point? No, just him. Okay. It's a shame. Kalara could definitely do with one. I do love having Kalara level up. She is really powerful. And we'll end the turn there. So, the Imperial supplies have arrived. The lords and nobles of the home states are mightily impressed by your advancement of the Imperial cause overseas. They are therefore helping to fund the training of better quality troops to dispatch to the expedition. The 4 main divisions of the Empire's military each has a package ready. Choose which shipment you would like to receive. Advanced infantry regiments gives me 3 halberdiers, 3 huntsmen, and 1 greatswords. Knightly orders gives me 2 Reichsguard and 1 demigriff knights. That's really nice. Imperial gunnery school gives me a great cannon, 2 outriders, and a Hellstorm rocket battery. And the Imperial engineers gives me 2 war wagons with mortars and a steam tank. Ugh, steam tanks. That's my jam right there. That steam tank could be huge. Oh, this is a tough one. I like all of these things. I like all of these. I can build most of these, however, so we're gonna skip the Imperial regiments. Ah, steam tank. 2 war wagons with mortars and a steam tank. Versus a great cannon, 2 outriders with grenade launchers, and a Hellstorm rocket battery. I'm leaning towards the Imperial engineers, but these knightly orders, 2 Reichsguard and a demigriff knights. So far, I have shown that cavalry is hugely important here. But war wagons with mortars are really nice. I do like war wagons with mortars. We got the knights last time. I think I'm going to go with the war wagons and the steam tank. Additional reinforcements of 2 handgunners and a halberdiers. That's nice. And there's my 2 war wagons with mortars. Imperial supplies are ready. Additional reinforcements have arrived. So, we could now scooch up here.
Where next?
And take these supplies and go, give me that steam tank. Give me that. And do that. We could quite comfortably do this. I don't know why that's not letting me add him to the list. Oh, because that's my 5. I'm okay with this. This is a good army to have. Great swords. War wagons. Yeah, but I got war wagons with mortars, so do one, mate. War wagons with mortars. We recruit those. They don't cost me nothing. But this army is now full strength. I have 2 mortars, 2 war wagons with mortars, and a steam tank. Along with a regular war wagon. I don't really hugely care for the regular war wagon anymore now that I have these 2. But, oh man, this army right here. I think this army is gonna come say hello to Lord Mazdamundi. See, even still, he's got Blessed Croxagors, Blessed Cold One Spears. I don't hugely think this is a great fight, honestly, for me. It's not got a lot of ranged capacity. That's what I'm seeing here. Pterodon Riders are pretty much the full extent. There's some Javelin Skinks there. But that's not a lot of ranged capacity at all. Whereas I've got an awful lot of ranged. I've got an awful lot. That's what? 4 units of handgunners there and 4 units of crossbowmen there. That is an awful lot. I'm gonna let this play out itself. We lost a unit of swordsmen from the garrison, but that's it. Mazdamundi is dead. Screw that guy. Croxagor's got massacred. I'm glad that these 2 blessed units are gone. 3 blessed units are gone. It was a close victory. I'm not entirely certain I agree. But
Today, you
let's
live.
pardon the captives and gain some
Huntsman
extra
General.
gold. Defeat Lord Mazdamundi. Spawn killer. Leadership aura plus 25%. That's what we want. That's what we want.
Huntsman General.
And now he's
Stay
going to scooch
together.
over there. Although that doesn't allow him to replenish. I don't think that's necessarily the worst thing. That could give me an additional leadership aura, or bonus versus large for spearmen and halberdiers. We'll take that. My warrior priest has leveled up as well,
We'll tell on this one.
and he can gain. Yeah, some additional troop replenishment. Why not? It's not going to do a whole lot of it there,
We
but
always had the upper hand.
Pohax is now going to finish that, and I'm going to also increase this because that will
Mission
give me
accomplished.
a little bit extra money, which I need, given that I'm currently at a negative. The ports are also going to be a big one to increase, but they cost a lot of gold. I mean, they increase a lot of gold, but they cost a lot. So I'm not entirely comfortable doing that. If we stick him on March, I can do the Pillars of the Unseen Constellation next turn. I won't be able to colonize it, but I might be able to do the puzzle and get 1,000 gold. Temple of Kara, you are a problem, but not one that I have to deal with right now. So with that, we will end the turn there. So finally, the College of Pyrotechnics have asked for a non-aggression pact, which I tried to do with them multiple times, but now I'm stronger than they are. So I assume one of their armies got flattened, and they're at war with both dwarves and lizardmen, so they feel a bit silly right now. For the 100 gold, I'll take it. I'll take the non-aggression pact. I'm a big fan, so... Foolish Vainglory. I can get War Fervor or Recruiting Surplus. Recruiting costs minus 25%. I don't need the recruiting, so we'll increase the leadership. That army has disappeared, which I don't like. So I'm gonna move this army back this way.
No one behind.
I know the Shrine of Sotek is there, and I could probably take it, but I'm gonna come down here. You're never sieging this down now. Look at the garrison on this. You're just not doing it. It's not happening. This is my home now. Is there a way to make this the capital? I don't know if there's a way to make that the capital. There should be. Like, that's definitely how this should work. Should definitely be able to just be like, oh, this is my capital now. But I don't appear to be able to. So... Province capital, but my capital is the floating pyramid. No idea, not sure. Yeah, now it's getting even higher. But here we go.
Marcus
This should get me some gold, which will be
All right.
eminently useful.
Draw first blood.
Search the ruins. So this puzzle is the easiest one. You have to work out which of these symbols you can remove. Not colour, just the symbol. You could remove and have there be no duplicates. So it's this one. Look at this. This is the only one of this. So if I just click that one. No, puzzle failed? Oh, well, I clearly have misinterpreted that then. Wow. Don't I look silly? That is unfortunate on my part. Never mind, I guess. Never mind. Whoops. Oh well. See, you don't make me a whole lot of money. You do. Look at that, cloth here. That's nice. Temple of Kara. I don't know where that is, but I'm growing concerned by where it is. The floating pyramid has the defenses that are necessary, has the defenses I want. We should be able to survive anything that comes that way, and Pahau and the Monument of the Moon should stop me coming that way as well. My acclaim has risen to 28 because of sentinels captured, ports upgraded. I can probably do a bit more, but we don't have the money, so we're going to end the turn. So, the winds of magic have changed this turn. The fickle winds of magic spill from the realm of chaos and flow across the world. The winds wax and wane in an incomprehensible fashion, at times blowing a gale, while in other places becalmed. Now the arcane currents have changed once again. The stronger the winds of magic are blowing in a region, the faster they will replenish in battle fought there, and vice versa. This affects how many spells can be cast over the course of the battle. So at the moment, it's looking awfully like the winds of magic are pretty much just raging here. Look at all of this. All these storms. That's some serious winds of magic nonsense going on right there. And then it's blown itself out. Sure. It's all going crazy in this region. So his army has reappeared back in the Temple of Kara, which is where I would rather they stayed, so I'm okay with that. Marcus Wolfheart is going to colonize this.
Marcus Wolfheart.
And then he's going to sit there for a few turns. And we're not going to move him for a while because he needs to replenish his army. So in the meantime, he's leveled up. We're going to gain some missile strength because, do you know what? That's exactly what this man needs. Missile strength. He does so much damage. So much damage. Grand Hunts Marshal. Lord's army gets Vanguard deployment and immune psychology. That's a really nice trick. We might have to actually... We're going to take that point back and stick it in here so that we can get to that. I need 2 skill points in the previous group. We've got telescopic aim, not telepathic. Reload time reduction and... irregular elite. Huntsmen and archers get minus upkeep. Melee attack for huntsmen. Missile strength for huntsmen and archers. That's what you want. Yeah, that's what we want. The irregular elites. Because that will also make my army slightly cheaper. Which is good, because I don't have a whole lot of gold.
Rumors say that this one is rotten.
What are we going to go with here? We've got the Prey of Anathrema. I think we're just going to take a Fleet Finger. Let's just increase the reload reduction time to increase the amount of damage she does. Because why not? She's got magical attacks, flaming attacks. She is a bit of a machine when it comes to killing dudes. Which is good. That's exactly what we need. Killing dudes. The other thing that arrived, this was one of the electors pledged his aid and sent us 5,000 gold, which is really handy as we're currently losing just shy of 1,000 gold. This army is going to scooch in here to fully reinforce all of its units. We can't do any special recruitment or anything, so I'm not too fussed there. We can recruit a handgun unit, which we might be nice to go into Wulfric's army, maybe.
Marcus Wolfheart.
Wolfheart, sorry, not Wulfric. Wolfheart. We could get rid of, for example, one of these archer units and stick a handgun unit in its place. But I don't necessarily know if that's needed. These huntsmen are pretty nice, and all of these are actually quite nice units. We're just going to let them replenish for a bit. I don't need to worry about that for too much. So we're going to end the turn there, and this is probably going to be the last turn of today's session. We're just going to clean up a little and try and get this up to a positive figure again. So we're going to pass the turn there. So as we can see here, this Grendilarodon has come for a wander into our lands. His army consists almost entirely of skinks. I think we can probably take him with this this force of soldiers we have here. We've got a really nice army. Like, I'm actually really happy. The amount of artillery here is ridiculous. So I think we might have to go for a wander over there and come and say hi. That way we'll be able to take back the Temple of Kara and regain some of the acclaim that we lost over that time. In the meantime, I'm going to spend some of this gold. I'm going to increase all of the ports that we have to the next level. Well, I'm going to increase that one port that we had to the next level. And is there anything else that makes me gold? No. I need gold. I need that temple. I need that port back.
Huntsman General.
So we're gonna call this a day here. This is gonna be it. And at the beginning of next session, the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna fight Grendilarodon. That's what we're gonna do. In the meantime, Marcus is down here having a rest. This would give me some more gold, but it costs too much. Like, these are 700 gold. I don't have this to waste to gain 40. That's not going to get me enough gold. After this fight, maybe, because we'll gain a little bit more in our coffers. But, as always, it has been an absolute pleasure to have you. If you've enjoyed watching this video, please consider dropping a like and subscribing to the channel to see more content like this. Aside from that, thank you all for joining me, and I will see you again tomorrow.